Alright, stream is on. So, Tyler, what happened last time?
Was that Werewolf Day? I feel like it was. Yeah,
Sure.
2 weeks ago. Right?
4 weeks
It
ago,
was-
yes.
No, that was 3 weeks ago. The
It
one
was-
before that.
Aftermath of Werewolf Day.
Session 11, Beefs.
It was Troll Bridge.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it
Troll
was-
Bridge.
Wait, where's the troll?
Yeah,
bridge
it was.
TLDR?
It was. Wait, what the hell?
I
This
posted.
time order.
Yeah,
Oh
where
God.
did
Are we
Troll Bridge
missing
go?
it?
There it is.
TLDR?
No, scroll down. It goes. It got messed up because it's
Oh.
like recently updated.
Oh, yep, there it is. Session,
Oh, God, I'm
session
supposed-
12.
Oh,
Am
way
I
down
supposed
there.
to read this like a fucking green text thread?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now.
Make sure you got your JPEGs ready.
Yes. God, I am just so... Rolling that 20, man. I'm like, I would be so happy to write the TLDR this week if it just means rolling this 20 on top of those 319s, and it fucking happened. God damn. I feel so powerful right
Yeah,
now.
that is pretty powerful.
No one will ever deny how strong you are, Tyler.
Very strong.
Yeah. If you called the 20, you would have gotten inspiration.
I did,
You
but I was
did?
muted.
Fuck.
Oh,
I believe it. I believe it. 'Cause
okay.
I called my
cracked-
20 that one time.
That did
I cracked my fucking knuckles and was like, watch this. And I rolled it.
Okay.
I wish I
Wow.
heard it. Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, nerds. Cracks fingers.
Alright, I believe you. You get inspiration.
Nice.
Good job, Tyler. You're gonna need that in the coming times.
Oh,
Roll
it's
20
good.
will not be kind otherwise.
Yeah, because if you check the calendar...
Yeah, get out of here. No. No. I
No.
say no. No. No, not two. Okay. Back to... Okay. We're on our way out of Elf Town. It was nice. Some schmucks are like, one of us does the truth thing, one of us does the lies thing. And we're like, we kind of don't believe that. And then Shanna flies away. And we're like, we're going to go. And they're like, you can't do that, man. And we're like, well, we are. And they're like, okay. That's the end of that.
Puzzle solved. Check mark.
Yeah, the weather kind of sucks. We're traveling westward. We're like, man, it sure is going to be mountains soon. Anyway, we finally get to a toppled statue. It definitely had a name and a story. I forget. Pretty sure it was some mage that stopped the incursion of some kind of weather phenomena or like icy elementals or something. That's the general gist. Anyway,
Read it
I guess
as it's written.
I can't make sense of this TLDR. I'm not reading off of the TLDR. I'm
It's a
sorry.
knocked over statue of some elf sorceress who fucked on invading icy boys. That's what was written.
Well, I was correct then. Anyway, we're like, guess no one cared that much because this statue is in ruin.
Yep.
Anyway, wonderful bridge, 200-foot chasm. Woo! We start crossing it, and the trolls are like, gotta pay the troll toll to get into this mountain hole. And there's a lot of magical trickery that goes into trying to convince them, but with a couple of unfortunate ability checks / saving throws, they were like, hey, I think you're pulling a fast one. We tried real hard, and we got real close.
Yeah, we convinced 50% of those trolls that goal was real.
Yeah, it was...
Kind of worked.
Tried so
Yeah.
hard and got so far. And in the end, we just had to kill them all.
Yes, exactly.
We like to try more exotic solutions sometimes.
Anyway, we start fighting, and then Waylon and Shanna are like, I don't know, I was gonna make a Naruto joke, but I can't, my brain's not working good enough. They did some jutsu shit, and then Waylon was Shanna, and Shanna was Waylon, and then
Yeah.
Shanna's like, I'm just gonna roll this crit. And that troll was like, that troll was like, I'm a head out. So now there's only one. But then in all the kerfuffle, this stone elemental that made its home in this rocky bridge was like, yo, get off my house. I don't want you here. And that's really all they wanted, because once we got off the house, he was like, okay, I sleep. We handle those trolls. And then we're like, this bridge needs a tower at the end of it. We set up shop there. Waylon was kind enough to make a through door, so we're not just completely assholes blocking this entire bridge. Yeah, we get a little knock knock. Hey, there's a tower here, and we're like, yeah, well, there sure is. Can we at least chill? And we're like, yeah, sure. We got a bath. It's actually pretty nice in here. And they're like, oh, it's kind of nice in here. And then they talk to the party. Crap, what were their names? I don't remember this part because it was late.
Oh, just one name.
Elixia Vendors.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one who gave us their name.
Elucia.
And then, like, they were actually chill. None of them were witches, and none of them tried to hand us people cookies. So, like, that's way better than the last visitor we got by a long shot.
A+ guest would have again.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then we get to this little town that's kind of nestled right up towards the edge of the spine of Ragnoth. And we're like, all right, time to stable up the horses and stock up. Where are we putting all this stuff? Wait, crap, where's the bag of holding? Rewind, we're back in Elf Town.
Yep.
Waylon and Tomo totally made a bag of holding when we were there. Don't ask questions. Fast forward, we're back in the little town. We're about to go on a hike. A real big hike, full of danger. And campfire stories.
Mm.
It's gonna get real cozy. Probably.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are. And in the interim, Waylon and Solus and Shanna talk about dumb bullshit for like an hour.
Yep.
It
It was fun.
was pretty good.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you, also Shayna has been updating Percival on the goings-on, and, they've been chatting. Percival's made a cool item for when she gets back to Toiva, as this is, like, useful to, like, 3 people in the world.
Actually,
4.
if he sends me that in the morning, like when we're in this little town, I would like to solicit Tomwell's opinion, because there's a little schematic there.
Ah, okay.
So knock on Tom's door.
There's something I totally meant to ask you, Oliver, before we left Elf Town, but it's like not that time sensitive, so I'll hit you on the break.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What is the,
What?
that? Yeah, that's the picture. Yeah.
I've seen this one.
You know what I would love to happen? I would love if fucking Tomwell started to have like dog tendencies, so that way if you knocked on his door, he just barked.
Maybe
Oh,
Sunday.
just you wait.
Hey Tom, you up?
Yellow.
Hi. Am I interrupting anything?
Not particularly.
Oh, good. Well, I've been thinking about your talents and stuff with making stuff. I know you kind of squirrel away a lot.
Yeah, I like to stay busy. What's up? Got a project?
More like a, well, what do you know about mechanics of flight?
I've read a thing or two. It is something that I'm a bit interested in, but I don't have much in the way of first-hand experience trying to fly.
Mm-hmm. Well, my friend says he has a magic item that will help people like me with wings. And I show you a little picture of a little claw scratch diagram. Is this in your schematics? I don't really know. Actually, plunks down in a little chair. I don't really know how your crafting works. Do you find blueprints? Is it all spells? Is it known, or do you just sort of wing it?
Oh no, takes a whole lot of studying and practice.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't It's real hard to relate it to traditional spellcraft. It combines physics and mechanics with arcane supplementation. Trying to explain it with words is difficult. I've tried before. It's a little like trying to explain to someone who can't smell what a smell is, you know?
I understand completely. In my experience, magic is very much the same way. It just doesn't make sense until it clicks. But what do you think of a tail sort of cape? Have you ever heard of such a thing? A cape that could help you fly?
Ollie, could I roll maybe like a tinkering tools check to get a feel for how successful these schematics would be at their intended purpose? Or some kind of check?
Yeah, give me your alchemy check.
Alchemy. Alchemy. Oh wait, that's with expertise now. That's
Ooh, hell yeah. That's a big number at this level.
yes, that is this number. Hey.
Yeah, you look at these schematics, and Shayna tells you what it says, and it looks to you that someone with a lot of experience making items has contributed to this design. Perhaps not purely Percival's idea. And if you think you could potentially make a derivative or close enough to a copy to achieve the same effect, it would allow Shayna to make turns during her dash. So it doesn't have to be in a straight line.
I don't think it has to be in a straight line
Alright, let's
now,
see.
mechanically. But if you want to give me, like, bonuses on acrobatics check.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Hey, I think it's going to be a hot minute before I finish this if I start working on it anyway, so hash those details.
I mean, I didn't expect you to be able to make it.
Oh.
I was just asking about it.
Oh, I'm sure I could. Well, this doesn't look like a beginner's work, that's for sure. Whoever sketched this up knows what they're doing. It looks like a pretty sound design, if I'm being honest.
Oh, you got his dad to help, probably. That makes sense.
Do you want me to try to craft a mock-up, see if we can get this thing off the ground?
Oh, I hadn't considered that. I mean, I wasn't asking, but would you be interested?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then hell yeah, what do you need?
I'm not sure yet, so I think right now I'm gonna leave it at gold and time.
Okay. Well, I have gold. Time, you let me know, when you have it. I'll see what I can do if you need to make it.
Well, don't know how much work I can get done while we're trying to climb over this mountain range, but I'm sure once all this is said and done.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks. This actually wasn't even what I was thinking of asking you about. I was actually going to ask you about another of Mr. Boffin's inventions. Have you ever heard of a sending stone that goes through earrings and acts more like a broadcast network than traditional sending stones?
Oh yeah, I love working with sending stones. I've actually been thinking of trying to put something like that together.
Oh, that would be sweet.
See, actually, I think I have one right here. And shuffle through my pockets, like, yeah, look at that. And it's just a round little rock with like a frog face etched into it. Like,
Oh, it's adorable. I love it.
yeah, so just keep coming at me with these ideas, and I'll stay busy.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize you were so industrious. I mean, besides, I don't know, your own little projects. That's really cool. Well, if I find anything else, I will let you know.
Oh, thanks, Shanna.
Mm.
I live for this stuff, so don't be shy.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Okay, I have to get brainstorming. And she kind of bounces away.
I go back to turning some screws on Beck, making sure everything's snug and tight.
Snug. Did we finish everything at the market? We have all of our
you've
Oregon Trail goods.
yes, you have acquired all the molasses that you could want. 60 pounds of bacon. You've got you've got food.
Good. Excellent.
And a grandfather clock. Wow, that was in the budget.
Now,
In fact, screw the food, just 12 grandfather clocks.
500 bullets.
how many rations are in this bag of holding?
I feel like we figured that out.
Yeah, it was like, what was it, 2 months worth for 5 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
60 times 5, what's that?
300 rations.
Yep.
It's a lot, but that's what we needed.
Let me just add that to my inventory. Bag of holding, parentheses, 300 days of rations. At this point, do we even track it? That's so much food.
Yeah, we might as well actually go into Oregon Trail or some other.
Well, we can now. We can now with the calendar. It's not that hard.
It's true.
Shit.
Oh yeah, here you go. Recommended 2,000 pounds of food. You're starting
Okay.
Yep.
classic Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes
Fortunately, going.
6 months. That's a 6-month journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if we do a third of that. That's 600 pounds of food. No biggie.
Yeah, that's about the amount of rations we have. What's a ration weigh? 2 pounds?
How much could a ration possibly weigh?
It's a day's worth of food.
Yeah.
If we're
2
going by MRE standards, 24-hour ration would weigh anywhere between 3 to 4 pounds.
Yeah, but you got that elven bread,
That's
which
true.
which is a lot lighter for the same
Yeah.
caloric content.
And we mostly just have ingredients, apparently.
Everything we need to cook.
Yeah, there's not a lot of water we're carrying around.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're probably good on water, you think.
I can't wait until we have Waylon's famous bread. Some type of oaty delicious bread that Waylon makes for us on the trail.
It's not crazy at all.
Not in the slightest.
No, we upgraded from crazy. This is Cheesecake Factory bread. This is the nice brown bread.
Oh, okay. That bread is pretty addicting.
Mm-hmm.
It's real good.
Never had Cheesecake Factory bread.
All right, Phil.
That really sweet brown oat.
It's just all molasses.
It is. Yeah,
And
it's.
that's it. It's like white bread, they just put molasses in it. It's
Interesting.
actually
It
ridiculous.
definitely gets the happy chemicals going.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, just pure serotonin bread.
It is pretty good.
So, you guys have started traversing out. Let's get the real map on. Alright. From the base of this pass of the Spine of Ragnoth, you are at Arrowhead. And you guys have spent a good 2 days there. Making sure all of your stuff is in line, saying hello to the locals, living the mountain town life, which is quite boring once the prettiness goes away, and it's cold. And it has been almost a full month since you guys first started. Let's see, no, almost a full month since the last full moon. Going by this calendar.
I'm probably not aware of that, as I have no reason to track it.
Yes, but it is something that's been on your mind the past month, Mr.
Oh man. I didn't know you were gonna hit. It's been 2 sessions. I wasn't ready for this yet. I hadn't even thought about this. Where's my emotional support cat?
Roleplay cat.
Kitty, come over here and hug me so that I can get the good things going.
Your RPC.
Yes. And in the past month, you have spent every day with these new friends of yours, traveling, eating, talking, browsing, getting to know them better.
Except for that week that you spent it locked in a master artificer's lab.
Yeah, that was fun though. All right,
You
Kitty.
just like emerged bleary-eyed into the sunlight. It's been 84 years.
Waylon! Waylon?
Yes, Tomwell. You don't need to yell, I'm right here.
Hey, Waylon. What day day is it?
It is the 13th of Shell.
Ah, troll dung.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, come down here for a second.
Down to your height?
Yes.
Make a very
Or-
good animated.
Or do you want me to stand on a table?
No, I'll go down there. Alright, I'm here.
All right, Waylon. All this travel this month kind of snuck up on me. It's getting to be about that time for, you know.
You really need to tell the others, Tomwell.
I was thinking the same thing. This is only going to get tougher as we get deeper into those mountains, and I don't know how long I can keep this charade up. Will you help me tell them? Will you? I'm just worried they're going to be afraid of me. Can you be with me when I tell them? Maybe convince them that there ain't nothing to worry about.
Tomwell, if you were going to have me look after you, and there was a chance you were going to be a bloodthirsty beast, then I think they can handle it.
Well, I guess. Well, I guess there's no time like the present, huh?
I'll be there for support, but I think you need to do the talking.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wait till it gets a little closer to nightfall.
Is it tonight that is the full moon?
Not tonight.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I'm gonna wait until it gets. I'll wait till the day of.
I will procrastinate as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So small and good.
Very well, Tomwell, but if you don't tell them by sunset the day of, then I will tell them.
All right, it's a deal. Put out my hand to shake your hand.
What happened? No.
I'll shake the little hand. I'm already down here.
Hey, Waylon, I got one more thing to ask you.
Ask away, Tomwell. You don't need to preface it.
Can we try trading hats?
Oh my god.
Perhaps when you shampoo that hair of yours a little bit.
Hey, I stayed clean. What are you talking about?
You get quite sweaty when you're working with tools, and I don't like a damp hat.
Fine, I'll wash my hair. But you gotta hold up your end of the bargain.
For what purpose do you want to make this switch?
Just for a second, I just want to see what I look like in it. It's a nice hat.
What hat does Tomwell wear? A hat?
I have a little cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's,
Of course.
he's had that cowboy hat for years.
Yeah, yes, this halfling-sized cowboy hat.
You're gonna look so funny in that little cowboy hat.
Say, I think my hat's just gonna like slip over you.
Basically.
Ideally.
I think you'll be wearing it like Like, I'm not even sure I have any frame of reference for how you'd be wearing this hat.
It's probably going to cover my eyes. All right. That's all I had to ask Waylon for the time being. Where is this? There it is. Here you go. Phil, did you not see this?
And you were referring to what?
In the work in progress in the group. It's Tama with his little hat.
I have seen this.
It's very good.
His hat's probably very sweaty and greasy.
I think the only thing better than the hat in this picture is the small bow tie on Beck.
Pretty good.
Look, he's got to be looking dapper.
Yeah, definitely.
He is a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Frog.
Oh, I can tell. These are both smooth customers.
Well, what is going to be? It's going to be tomorrow, Oliver, the full moon.
So what I'm thinking with this is that you might have a range of days that you might be affected. So the full moon is on the 15th, but by chance and other unpredictable alignments, you might be so inclined to transform a day early or a day late.
Oh, wonderful.
Technically, the full moon can last anywhere from 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So perhaps it might happen multiple times in a row.
Oh, fine. I'll rack up those werewolf points.
Get it.
Or, go feral. It's one of the two, I guess. I'm trying to stay positive here.
Well, you're doing a great job.
So, really got to start worrying about it tomorrow.
Well, yes. You guys
13th, 14th, and then 15th is the, proper full moon. Okay. Tomorrow it is. Tomorrow it is. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow for sure.
This little baby believes in you. She's so good and soft.
I thought you were talking about baby.
Oh, baby.
I don't think I want baby to believe in me.
Aw.
Baby believes in Solus, and look what that's done for him.
That's true.
It's done a lot.
Turned into a damn tiefling. Alright, has anything happened between today and the next day?
Let me see. That's a nat 20.
That's a random encounter right there.
A dragon descends upon the town.
Yeah. Screen turns white.
No, so the first day of travel going up the spine of Ragnoth is a fairly easy hike. Yeah, you guys find a nice clearing at the end of the day for Welland to set up his towers, and
Can I add really quickly? I've been checking the weather daily to help with our trek.
ah, yes. So you think tomorrow will be temperate. No storms
Clear
tomorrow.
skies.
Actually, how far do you see? Is it just one day?
It's 24 hours from when I do it.
Okay, yeah. So, you will have. There will not be a storm tomorrow, you think?
Shanna has hooked up the immovable rod at appropriate height and is doing pull up. And is like, wow, that's a pretty good barometric sense you've got there.
Hey, thanks. I like your ability to resist gravity.
Hey, thanks.
Weird compliments.
I mean, I would help Waylon set up camp, but I figured I'd get my reps in instead.
All right, and you guys continue on to the next day. It is the 14th. You guys continue your trek through the mountainous woods. There's still a lot of trees at this altitude.
Damn. Well, I guess we are going through a pass.
But you guys think, well, clearly as you guys go on, there will be less and less trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going through the pass and then south to the tallest peak. Is that the plan?
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay.
I'm just following the little red dots.
Yeah. Same.
I'll add another red dot here.
I have assumed that Raylith has planned our itinerary like an adult, and I am just good to follow it.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do we have any adult supervision in this party?
Nope.
No.
Are you asking who's the oldest?
It's Waylon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Waylon's like 28.
I don't know if Waylon's supervision qualifies as adult supervision.
concerned about himself.
It's very neutral towards our hijinks.
It's true.
All right, but it is the first day that you might have an issue. You guys stop along. You find a good, nice flat rock. Dust off the snow there, and settle down for some lunch.
Sandwiches.
What's for lunch, Waylon?
Yeah, we got some tea sandwiches, some like little cucumber cheese.
Wow. I'm loving it.
Got some freshly cut fruit, whatever's in season. So it's probably not going to be anything that like.
Apples.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Apples. I think Waylon would make some tea as well.
Like shoulder deep into the bag of holding. Hey, we got any meat in here?
We got eggplant.
Keep digging. We probably got some sort of dried meat in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of dried meat.
I head in there and I fucking grab a fistful of jerky and I'm just hungrily chowing down on that sweet, sweet dried meat.
I'm going through the vegetables before anything. I don't want them to go bad.
Yeah. It's a good call.
I'm a little jealous of the meat, though. My eggplant is looking a little pale.
It's okay. Maybe Waylon can like smoke the eggplant and make it taste like meat.
Oh, I can do that. And I cast Prestidigitation on the eggplant and give it a nice hickory seasoning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it tastes grilled. Yes. This is better. You're a genius, Thane.
Thank you.
Munch.
Lot of meat there, huh?
Oh, we brought a lot, didn't we?
I want some jerky with my veggies.
So I mean, ain't no one stopping you.
I'm just swiping.
I'm pretty sure me and Thank finish off all the vegetables by ourselves before they go bad. We didn't bring very much. This special bread is really good, Waylon.
All right. Hey, Waylon.
Yes.
Hey, so about what we were talking about, maybe I just lay low in the tower the next couple of nights and we just wait for this all to blow over. What do you say?
Not what we shook upon, Tomwell.
We only shook on the hats.
Why are we whispering again?
There were other circumstances that we also shook upon.
It's okay. We can whisper too. That way, it's not weird.
All right.
I told you that if you were going to tell them by sunset that I would, and I'm keeping my word, as I always do.
Come on, Waylon. I'm getting nervous. I don't want to do this.
It's too bad. Grow up hair, Tomwell. You are putting your friends in danger. They have not consented to perhaps be a victim to your transformation. If it happens, then I certainly won't forgive you, so I suggest you do it.
Even though we're best friends?
Yes, irregardless, I'm also friends with the rest of our group, the rest of our company, and if you happen to injure one of them, when it could have been avoided by simply communicating, then yes, unfortunately, I believe that you will have to take the blame, in my eyes.
All right. So when we stop to set up camp for the night, I'll call a team huddle. Can I have a hug first?
Yes, Tomwell, of course. If you require emotional support, then I will do my best.
Some real big dad energy right now.
Oh, I give Waylon the biggest hug.
Which is still quite a small hug.
It's a pretty small hug. I'm very small and very weak.
Waylon just like bends over completely at the waist, just like pat. It'll be alright, Tomwell. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as you anticipate.
Well, here's to hoping.
So you guys finish up your lunch, continue another half day, and it looks like the sun is starting to set over the horizon. And go and try and find a good place for Whaling to set up a tower. Or two.
All right, everyone. Can I call a quick little team meeting?
Whew, strategy meeting. All right.
Looking at the sun like, time is a factor.
Shanna stops her. This time she's doing like curl ups, hanging from her legs.
Oh damn, Shanna's going hard.
Wait, doesn't Shanna have an 8 strength?
Yes, I'm not role playing that part. I did jump stat, but she's always been more of a Futch in my mind.
Yep. Look, she's built. She has aesthetic muscles.
Yeah. She's fit. She's just
She's-
maybe not as powerlifty as other warriors.
Yeah.
So she's just real low weight, high rep, get
Yep.
cut.
Yes, like
Exactly.
body weight only. No, nothing crazy. Yeah, she gets down and comes over. Something urgent?
Yeah, you could say that.
What's up?
I look back at Waylon for a second. I look back to the rest of you.
Mage hand thumbs up.
Never mind. Alright, so, I have something to share with y'all about myself.
Oh, sure.
Alright, well, you see, around certain times of the month,
Go on, Tomwell. They're not going to judge you for how you were born.
Oh boy. Whew.
that's only a partially correct statement. Well, in accordance to the lunar cycle, sometimes things happen to me.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, Tom, well, I don't menstruate, and I'm a cis woman.
That's not even remotely where I was going with this.
Oh,
We support you,
sorry,
Cromwell.
I'll let you finish.
Well, sometimes when the moon's full, I tend to get a little hairier and a little more four-legged.
Like,
Oh.
a shifter?
Something kind of like that, except it's more like a non-consensual shifting.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Everyone,
I'm just very
Tomwell is a lycanthrope.
Wait, for real?
I cross my arms and I pull my hat down a little lower in front of my face.
Is that
Yeah, for real.
Oh. 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 That explains a lot.
Last month, the blizzard.
And paw prints in the snow.
That's oh yeah.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
Wait, really?
Well, sure, it's a known sort of curse, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of... I've never heard of it really happening. But I buy it.
Alright, well, there is a little bit more to it. When it happens, I'm not always able to maintain my composure. Sometimes I get a little bitey and growly and all around unpleasant. And I thought you should know in case something comes of that.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm
If
glad.
you need me, I'm gonna be in the tower. Sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna go away.
Wait, do you need anything? Should we leave you alone? Should we lock the door? Should we get you some water?
Little doggy bowl.
I'd prefer if you didn't go running off into the woods again, especially if you lose control and get lost.
Yeah, we're at a pretty high elevation.
Yeah, I mean, also what happens if you run into like another adventuring party while you're out there?
Yeah, all right. I understand the way I went about dealing with this last time might not have been the smartest idea.
I mean, all's well that ends well. What do you need now?
I don't know. Probably just lock me in a spare room in the tower for the night, just in case. And that water thing is a good idea. If you could leave a bowl out.
Oh, yeah. I'll run inside. I will grab a bowl of water, and I will look for things to barricade the door with.
Tomwell, let me ask you something.
I am not taking questions at this time.
Oh, come on. I want to help.
All right.
First off, let me just say, you're very brave for sharing your trauma. I respect it. I know what it's like to live with an affliction. But when it starts, you do have a chance to resist it, right?
Yeah, if I concentrate really hard, I can sometimes stave it off, but, well, I've kind of been trying to practice keeping my head.
Alright. Well, maybe not tonight, because I don't know if you are, but I think if I'm there with you, I think I can help a little bit.
All right, now, that's exactly what I don't want. While I do appreciate it, I don't want none of you getting hurt, or even worse, catching what I got.
I doubt you'd hurt me. I mean, if it failed, I just pop right out of there.
All right, well,
But, yeah, I won't push it.
I'd appreciate the help, but as long as you promise that you'll keep yourself safe, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to go inside now. Sun's starting to go down.
I have set up a pile of blankets and pillows in the center of the room, and a little bowl of water and some jerky to the side. And there is an assortment of furniture which I have gathered waiting beside the door. And I'm like, your room, sir.
Oh, thank you, Shanna. You got it done up so nice.
You need anything else? I don't know if it's painful, maybe there's something like a potion we could leave with you.
Oh, well, man, there's nothing I have prepared, but you are right on it being painful. It's actually excruciating. It is just about the worst pain I've ever felt in my life, and it happens almost monthly.
Ah, damn. I wish I could relate to you there. That's a different story. I don't mean to make it about me. Anyway, I wish I had something for that.
It's fine. It's bad, but it's over pretty quick. Takes less than 30 seconds. Now, there is a chance that everything goes just fine, and I'll just be walking around on all fours for a bit, but otherwise I'll be myself.
Could you howl a specific song if you want to be let out, and not something that, you'd be able to imitate if you lose it?
Well, how about this? If you hear a bunch of angry snarling, don't open the door.
That sounds reasonable.
If you
Okay.
hear, I'll give you, how about 3 little yips.
Okay.
Let you know if everything's just fine.
I can do that.
Oh, and one more thing. Waylon,
Yes.
hat, please.
You get it for 2 seconds. Give it to him.
So the hat falls down to your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there giggling, and then I lift the hat up over my eye, and I say, "Alright, you have to wear mine too."
That was not part of the deal.
Oh, come on, Waylon, wear the hat.
Wear the hat.
Wear the hat.
Wear the hat.
It goes against my aesthetic. But fine, I put it on. But take it off. There you go.
Yeah, so it boop. just right on top.
Here's your very damp hat back.
Alright, I'll trade you your hat back.
So
And I am going to run outside real quick and just take that mental image of Waylon wearing the tiny cowboy hat, and I'm going to use magical tinkering to etch it onto the front of the tower door. So just a little wood. It looks like a little wood burned portrait of Waylon in a tiny hat.
True artistry.
Sorry, I couldn't resist going into my room now. Bye.
So Waylon, how do you have these towers? Or what's your setup here for today?
I I put them as close as I can together, but I don't know, I just kind of try to find the best open, flat space for them. What are you asking exactly?
So, so if Tom will be inhabiting one of the towers, the rest of you guys will be in the other.
Should...
I thought we were just giving one room.
Yeah. I can just make one of the rooms completely empty.
Oh, I see. So you're giving him a room and barricading the door.
Well, the way that the towers work is there is a ladder and hatch leading from one floor to the next floor, and that's how the rooms are separated. So if we put Tomwell on the bottom floor and assume that, as a dog, he can't climb ladders, then 2 people could quite easily just put a piece of furniture. You could even put a piece of furniture on the latch if you wanted to, on the hatch, I mean.
Oh, it's easy then.
Yeah. And then just lock the tower from the outside.
Okay then, so who is going to be in Tomwell's tower?
I suppose I will be one of them.
Yeah, that's fine too, because I can just leave out a window, no problem.
It's true.
Alright, so the arrangement is Tomwell's on the bottom, and then you two are on the top. The top level.
Sure. Yeah.
Would anyone else like to join us in Chateau de Dog?
I think I would like to join you in Chateau de Dog.
Okay, there's no escape for you, Thane, by the way.
That is fine.
I mean, am I just gonna be alone?
Well, I'm not sure we can fit 3 people in a room.
I'll just be alone. Just don't talk about the noises you hear in the other tower.
Don't worry, just so long as I don't hear, I'll be good.
Yeah, each room is only 100 square feet, so.
Oh, that's plenty of room. I don't know.
It could be.
10 by 10.
It's comfy.
Look, we'll get a little cozy with each other, alright?
Yeah, leave me like a corner with little things to suspend a hammock from and all.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you always sleep up above, so that does give some more floor space.
Mhm.
Alright. Is Charlie back? Nope.
Guess not.
So wait.
I'm back.
Alright.
Oh.
So, I believe you owe me a con save.
I think it got easier. Too many damn characters. Hey, I'm dog. Ow.
A 9, huh?
Are you Tom the dog?
Yes, that's the question. I am dog, but let's see if I am Tom the dog.
So give
Fingers
me
crossed.
Oh, my wisdom is nothing. I have no wisdom. Wait, was Solus helping me?
I thought he said he was.
I thought you were. I wasn't sure if you accepted or not.
Yeah, as long as you
But
promise
if
to
you made it clear,
keep
then yeah, I
yourself
would.
safe. Yeah, so as long as
I
you
will.
promise to keep yourself safe before anything else. How are you? What manner is your?
So this is funny. I just I'm glad I didn't ask up until I found out, because Solus would have known either. Because this is guidance, but that only works for ability checks, not force saving throws.
Oh,
Go.
butts.
So I imagine Solus going down there and attempting to help, doing it, but obviously maybe after he cast. I mean, after I cast, do I feel anything? What happens now?
Alright.
I have guidance. I'm just not going to be making anything that uses it.
Let me
Yes.
check something real quick. Because you're gonna be within 10 feet of me. I need to know if this works.
Oh, are you going to use your paladin aura?
Yeah, if it just says if you have to make a saving throw, you gain a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma mod.
Oh, Thane's such a good shift sitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So add a good old +3 to your saves, my boy.
Were you like?
Good. Are you still dog? With a 12?
I'm still dog with a 12.
Okay.
And now I add an entire 3 to my wisdom save.
Better than a 0.
Well, does it work if I'm behind a closed door, right? Is Thane, like, in there? Are you in there?
Let me see.
You have to be in
You have to be in the same room, I
Same.
would think.
same room, visible to each other.
It says specifically if it's blocked by walls.
Okay, so that's not happening.
What if I just open the door a little, like a crack, and I'm just
Nope.
like, hey, bud,
See?
just to give you the aura.
Then you see this horrifying transformation. It's like, oh god. That's real awful. Alright, I have inspiration, so let's see. 14 is just shy. Okay, let's be inspired. Wait, no. 14 isn't just shy. I'm looking at the wrong chart. Hey, the DC's 13.
Hey!
All
You
right.
did it with your +0 wisdom.
I'm so proud of you, bud.
We were with you in spirit.
All right, I'm gonna paw at the door. Gonna paw at it.
All right. So first thing, so Solus, you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you cast your guidance, leave, lock the front door, and then you all hear just this hideous sound of bones creaking and snapping, like muscles tearing. It's sharp and squelchy, and sounds very painful. Sounds like something that you would scream out from if you had had a voice at that time. And then
Get enough of this shit in my nightmares.
this might add to your nightmares.
Yeah,
You'll see. You're sure it will.
yeah.
And then
But I hear the paw.
I yip. I can't make dog yips. Tyler can't make dog yips, but I do that.
It's the yips.
That's
I'm
the
gonna open the hatch.
okay.
I open the hatch. Just a
You can-
little. I'm not.
I do that. I do that thing where when you crack the door, your pet wants to get out real bad.
It startles me.
yeah,
I start
so
running in circles,
so
like
so
chasing
like
my tail, running in circles.
yeah, his nose just goes straight through
Oh God,
the door.
don't do that, Tom.
Is chasing tail.
Oh, you're like a real puppy. So you really are like here? Can you nod? Can you understand me? Or are you just a happy dog?
Haven't you ever watched
I literally asked Tom this, like out
Yeah.
loud.
I'm just thinking of Shaun of the Dead. Dogs can't look up.
But dogs can look up.
I give you a boop you with my snoot. I give you a snoot boop, like affirmative.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. I guess you're getting good at the whole control thing, huh? That wasn't so bad.
Well, I sure can't speak, but I am going to go put my nose up on the table and see if there's any scraps of food left.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll fill me in on the food if you help. Does anyone know speak with animals?
Yeah.
Oh, you could talk to. I bet you could talk to Tom.
Yeah, I did have the thought, but I'm not sure how much animals have to say after my conversation with Rocco.
Oh my god.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm always willing to do it for one of y'all. Oh jeez. And there we go. Another reason why the spell isn't to my complete liking.
Is baby really just a baby?
No, he's actually quite the older.
Oh, I'm not sure which idea I hate more.
Does Tomwell want to be let out? Are we indoors?
We're in the tower. I am more than happy to spend my night in this tower. It's cold outside.
Yeah, I think we're chilling. I think it's a normal night now.
Oof. As normal as they can get around here.
I'm definitely gonna see if I can get away with sleeping at the foot of Waylon's bed.
Nope. You can't climb ladders.
I can try. I have no thumbs.
Thane is going to carry that puppy up to your bed.
Without, like, slung dog.
Yep, just sling him over. All right, coming up. Puppy delivery.
Shanna,
What?
spider climb me.
Yeah, I got you, Tom, but this is a very good idea.
It's okay, I'll tell you for the next time.
Or we could just shortcut now. They have a really good idea.
Yeah.
Back in the Tom, I have a really good idea. I cast spider climb.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dog ears goes up, dog eyes go big. Start running on the walls. running laps around the tower.
Oh, it would be so good if I could cast another one on myself.
And
Now I try to get through the second story.
You do so.
I will. If you try to get up here, I will dispel magic on you. And I am not responsible for whatever fall damage you take.
It's okay. Dogs always land on their feet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Alright, I'll wait till you sleep and I'll try to sneak onto your bed.
This is non-consensual.
I just want to be puppy.
You are not puppy. You are halfling.
Good puppy. Look at him. He's RPing. He's getting into the puppy role. Oh, well, I mean, downstairs is open for us now, too. We can spread out.
It's just an empty room down there, though.
Alright, well. If Waylon doesn't want puppy, then I'll just jump into the pile of blankets that Shanna prepared for me.
Alright, and there you go. You guys have a fun night with Puppy Tomwell.
Dogwell.
Oh, well, best well.
Alright, and so you guys continue on the next day. Which is uneventful.
Question?
Yes.
When I cast that guidance, like, it just went off. Like, I have no feedback of it wouldn't work at all, right?
No feedback.
Okay, just making sure magic works that way. I thought so. Oof, hey, Tomwell, let's do that again. Seemed to work well.
Nice.
Well, I don't know, because it is concentration. Right? So when I transformed and it didn't work, you'd be like, why is this spell still?
Yeah, you'd still be
Yeah.
concentrating or not.
Oh yes. I suppose, yeah, you would know if it went off or not.
Yeah, because there's a trigger. That's true.
Alright, so in that case, yeah, you notice that it did not activate.
Makes things simpler, I guess.
Let's do that again, Tomwell. It worked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I appreciated the moral support. And I'm going to start pouring out a line of tequila shots for the group.
Hey.
Oh, I thought I was going somewhere else.
In the morning? What better way to start the day?
Oh, what better way to acclimate myself to altitude?
This is a good way to warm us up.
I think I'll pass for now.
It's funny,
Alright.
I can see your face, Phil, in the like.
I know, I'm completely
Baleful.
digitized. It's very interesting.
Damn. Man, so I almost, when I poured the tequila, I almost said halfling tradition, but then that would implicate that a bunch of halflings are werewolves.
Yep.
I do not say that.
You're almost blowing all the big secrets, dude.
Actually, I have heard a story of a halfling werewolf. Like you. Have you heard of the Shadow?
I sure have.
Oh, cool. I bet it's a famous story then. Dad would always tell us the one. Thane, how'd it go?
Give me a second. I just had a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thane, give me a con save.
Oh god.
Just Thane.
Yep, just me.
Something about running across the rooftops of Code Cal, and at night, sometimes you can find a giant black wolf.
And he would go, "Ow!"
Mm-hmm.
That's my contribution to that story.
Wow, okay. Dane.
No one that halfling is famous as the Shadow, or infamous, depending on how you look at it.
Really?
Well, depending on who you're asking.
Oh, we're asking you.
Infamous.
Well, you're from Code and Cal. You ought to know that not everyone has the best opinion of him.
Actually, people in Code and Cal don't tell the story of the Shadow. I heard about the Shadow growing up in Oakheart.
Well, interesting. Well, knowing that he has to deal with the same kind of stuff I do, it was always kind of nice. It helped me cope with my affliction.
Yeah, I really wouldn't have believed, it was a real thing until you were the second case I'd heard of. I mean, like, you're out of a storybook. That's kind of neat.
Well,
what a coincidence. Are you like... Wait, is the Shadow real? No.
I believe he is.
Shadow's not real.
Of course he is. He runs along the rooftops of Code and Cal.
Thane, you're drunk.
And he goes,
Oh.
I think things just like that.
Yeah, they are. So the Shadow is... I kind of figured you would just, like, urban myth. So wait, so you really are, like, the same. Oh, what a coincidence.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
So it's really real, like, you get bitten and then you turn into a werewolf every month.
Well, if you, yeah, there are some ways around it, but that's really the gist of it. Get bitten or... Well, it's transmitted through saliva, so, if you get licked or...
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty virulent.
That's contagious. That's real contagious.
Yeah. I try not to let anyone drink out of my water skin just in case.
Oh, Wow.
But
Okay.
then Morgan as well.
Morgan knows. She knows.
But you're swapping spit with her.
Yeah, you're macking each other.
Unnecessary solace.
Probably less of a concern in your regular form.
Alright, well. Shucks. Alright. You caught me. Yeah, Morgan too.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh.
Whew.
How common is this? If everyone kissing on each other is getting a werewolfism. Wait.
We tend to find each other and, pair up because it's safe.
Oh,
Real
okay.
awkward to try to be close with someone like that when you can't physically get close.
And you're not worried about her transformations in Code and Cow?
Morgan always kept better track of this stuff than I did.
It's
In fact,
amazing.
the primary reason that you caught me so unprepared is because she usually reminds me when the full moon's coming about. I lose track of days sometimes when I pull my all-nighters in the workshop.
It's like you must really all have systems in place because I really wouldn't have believed that werewolves were real before now.
Well, I can't speak for everyone that's afflicted, but we do try to be responsible about it.
Well, that's good. Well, that's neat then. Small world. Small, weird little world.
I'm glad that the rest of you weren't too troubled about this little revelation. It's a little awkward to talk about. People tend to look at you different when they find out something like this.
People look at me different constantly. I'm half dragon.
Yeah, I suppose you'd understand quite well.
And at least this is only once a month.
Oh, not necessarily.
Oh, good. Okay, here comes more.
Alright, so usually once it passes in one lunar cycle, it's fine, but there is a small chance that on the day just before and after this full moon, things can get a little hairy again.
What are the chances, Tomwell?
Small to medium.
Exact odds, please.
I'm sorry, I'm not much of a numbers guy.
Well, we'll just do the same setup for all 3 days.
Tomwell is explicitly a numbers guy.
Yeah. It's a rude guy.
I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. We'll just do it all 3 days.
Well, my spell didn't work.
I got nothing.
It's on you how you want to deal with that, Oliver.
So, it tends. Well, it is unpredictable, but if you were to. Well, actually, yeah, Halflings definitely would have been recording this and trying to figure out the secrets of the moon. So it's about 75% likely to activate on the full moon, and then the days before and after, the percentages differ based on the full moon day. So if it doesn't happen on the full moon day, it is more likely to happen on the other 2 days.
If it happens the day before the full moon, is it less likely to happen the following 2 days? Or is it still probably going to happen on the true full moon evening?
Yeah, the percentages are based on the full moon day.
Okay. How about you roll that and you tell me?
So you guys go ahead and do the same setup the next day, the day of the full moon, and you do not transform.
Coast is clear.
Nice.
And
Easy
then,
peasy. What a manageable condition.
Hooray.
however, on the 3rd day, please give me a con save.
No.
Uh-oh.
I thought we were good. Yes. I know what this is now. Ah. No.
Okay.
No, I'm... Inspiration. Get out of here. I don't want to deal with this again. Okay.
And, alright, on the 3rd day, you resist the transformation.
Mark, easy come, easy go with that inspiration.
So, a note on the intent with this system, Oliver, I did not balance these numbers for like more than one forced go per month. Just FYI. The intent was sort of more like if you want to try for more in 1 month, then you can, because the moon will still kind of be like, you could look at it and go nuts, or try not to go nuts. Like this will go fast if you take the chance that this can happen 3 times a month. Just FYI, that is the consequence of what this change would be.
Yeah, just looking at the numbers, that could rack up really,
That's
really
going to wrap up
fast.
here fast.
Like, I could be in full control,
And
super easy
yeah.
to transform really, really quickly.
It's meant to go fast if you want to take the risk and choose to do that. But yeah.
Alright, well,
Alright,
we can
you wanna-
look at the
wanna
numbers again
fiddle-
afterwards.
Yeah, want to fiddle between sessions?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about it more, but just FYI.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Phil, what are you arcanaing?
I would like to know what the suggested or theorized origins of lycanthropy are.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
From an
With a double
arcane
25.
standpoint.
Okay. Okay, let me try to remember what I wrote about this. Okay.
I mean, isn't it kind of based in history or religion? Like it.
I
feel like Wayland has. You have all those anyway, don't you, Phil?
Yeah, I have all the knowledges.
Yeah, it's like literally the same roll, I guess, no matter what.
Yeah. 25 is pretty good. So you recall this curse being related to the Mother of Monsters, Lamashtu. You believe it. You believe that would be the origin, as the goddess is generally associated with all things deformative
Okay.
and monstrous, especially with anything in regards to transformations.
Okay, so if I know that Lamashtu, the Mother of Monsters, also known as the Demon Mother, or the Demon Queen, or the Mother of Demons, or any of her other
Yeah.
monikers, like, does that mean that I believe that werewolves are fiendish?
You would think they would be more monstrosities.
So even though they're descended from a demon queen, they aren't demons themselves, necessarily.
That scans.
Okay.
I think they are monsters, if I recall correctly, because it's a curse of a magical nature.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on how you want to spin the lore.
Yeah, just trying to get a little more information on maybe what kind of spells can affect werewolves and that kind of stuff. Okay.
And
That works for me.
And additionally, with your higher roll, you know that silver is anathema to their touch.
Is it like an instant kill or just extra effective?
Legends say that they can only be hurt by silvered weapons,
I see. Okay.
but you get a feeling looking at Tomwell in his transformed state that like most any amount of force would be damaging, just perhaps less so than silver.
Okay. Yes.
The legends are perhaps wrong on that point. Though you could test it out.
Very well.
Don't touch Tom. He's a
Well,
good boy.
good thing this problem won't get any more difficult to deal with.
Seems like we got a system.
Yes.
Alright.
And if Tomwell did happen to cater to his more animalistic instincts, I believe we would be able to subdue him quite easily.
Not without bashing him out cold. I'm not my mother, unfortunately. So, we made a happy impression of his smaller face.
Yes, well, some sacrifices must be made.
I tend to assume you wouldn't be the first.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. My throat is killing me.
You get that water.
I might call for a small break to find some food. I didn't eat when I got home.
You should do that.
Okay, let's have a small break, and then we will continue on my planned session.
Good.
Beyond the werewolf.
Sounds good. Nothing like an hour and 45 minutes of RP to start off this match.
It's kind of our MO.
Yeah.
No, that's all good though. Alright.
It was good. It was meaningful and productive, so it was a good hour and 45 minutes.
Hi. Hello, hubby. What are you doing? Oh, a little break. Perfect mood break.
This is what I take spending time with friends.
Hi. Pen? Let me hold it. Please let me help you, husband. No.
Got some noms.
Potatoes.
Oh, taters are good.
I put some chili powder in the potatoes because I was feeling like just trashy and just chefy enough in that perfect combination.
Zest up those tates.
It's actually pretty good.
I can
I'm
imagine.
ashamed to admit that chili powder and potatoes is a very good call.
You know what you gotta get a hold of if you're not too worried about sodium intake? Is some of that Slap Ya Mama Cajun seasoning.
God, that stuff is dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I put that shit on everything.
Yep. Every time I make eggs, I'm like, you know what this could use
Yeah.
too much of?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Cajun spice. Dude,
You.
I brought Kay used to have Cajun spice
I love you.
all the time. And I got it for him for like Christmas or some shit one year. And I was like, I don't know what else to get you. So fucking
Just a bunch of hot sauces.
Cajun spice. No, just the fucking like seasoning salt ass like
Just
spice.
it's
So,
important.
what is it? Like Creole? I forget what it's called. It's a very specific looking tube of it that I would recognize anywhere.
It has that color scheme. I know what you're talking about. I should keep a thing of that in my locker at work, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I should too.
Oh my god, is that a Carbot shirt that just says esports? It's real good.
Thanks. Yeah, I got it like at a sidewalk sale or something. Probably.
Oh, one of those like, we need to get rid of this product, buy it off.
Where blowout. Like, come get it, folks. They're doing one tomorrow that I will not be able to get at early in the morning because I'm going to the gym. Which is like a bummer,
That's a bummer.
but I'm sure I'll get something left over and decent.
Yo, you growing your hair out again?
Mhm.
I just got that profile shot and I saw it all pulled back.
It's
Woo!
pretty long. I know. It's cute and dumb. I love it.
It's very good.
Right.
Jonathan,
What do you want?
I've technomanced myself into cyberspace.
This is
Someone used the term data mage.
Oh my god.
yes.
And I was like, oh my god.
If we ever do a Shadowrun game, we
Data
are
mage?
all
I'd run a data mage.
If they ever fucking simplify their system.
Yeah.
I heard the new one's not terrible, actually. My lead at work is playing it,
It's
is
probably
running it.
the best iteration.
It's still really fucking confusing.
They're still like, take this handful of dice and just
Yep.
toss it.
Listen,
All sixes all the time.
if alright, right now I'm pushing the boundaries of technology in a D&D game. If I played Shadowrun, I would just play the biggest, dumbest, most brutish character that could just be a D&D barbarian as possible.
You can do that. You can absolutely do that.
You could do that.
While not in the same vein, let me use this opportunity to gauge interest in a certain type of campaign I've been cooking up in my mind a little bit. How familiar are you guys with all things related to Spelljammer?
Slightly.
Slightly.
System or the thing?
More just like the aesthetic, the universe, the gameplay, the ships, the space travel, the spears, the phlogiston.
I'm familiar with the aesthetic, and that is about it.
Same.
Yeah, I basically wanted to do D&D space fantasy.
Yeah.
That'll be the sequel to Ragnoth when Tomo builds a fucking spaceship
Wow.
and we go fight the gnomes on the moon.
That's where they all are.
Oh, they made it to the moon. It's like, oh my god, there's this really fucking good sci-fi fantasy book
Iron
that I was
Skies?
reading, and like the end of the first one is like, have you ever heard of the moon? And then it did the JoJo's like, sequel time. It was very good. It was a very good sign off to a first book in a trilogy.
All right, Phil, this is tripping me up. Let's.
What's up?
The profile thing. Your face.
Your
Yeah, man.
technomancy.
I'm in the cyber zone.
This is all Phil has ever wanted.
Pretty much.
If you refresh it, does it uncyber you?
I am going to say yes. I don't
feel
know
like
if I want to give that up. I don't know if I want to give this up.
Phil, are you a Digimon?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Alright, if Phil was a Digimon as we know him, what level of Digimon is he?
No, we're playing
No.
D&D. We're playing
Look,
D&D.
I think Oliver's preparing.
There is
No, I'm
a
ready. Let's
Digimon that exists, and it's just fucking Wizardmon, and that's Phil.
It's like single stage Digimon.
Phil is Babymon.
I don't think that tracks.
This God.
Oh, even better, there's one named Baby Demon.
No, that's Phil as a Digimon. That's him.
No, Phil's Baby D.
Alright, enough.
Enough.
Wizardmon.
Wizardmon is good, though, I will say.
I like how the zipper on his glove goes like all the way up the palm of the hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stupid.
It doesn't make sense, but
Was this designed by Tetsuya Nomura?
I've got fat palms, alright? Gotta get that shit off.
Yeah, and the one down the center goes all the way down.
It just peels into two pieces.
God.
What are the knee zippers for?
so
Gotta
that
air
way
out your
his knee can
knees.
look spooky. That's why it has the eyes, dude. Come on.
How else are you supposed to air out your knees?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, back to session.
Yeah.
So, let's start a little skill challenge to keep on your way.
It's so challenging.
All sorts of challenges. As you guys... there we go. So, continuing along the path, let's start with Waylon. How are you contributing to this challenge?
To travel?
Yes, to
Travel's
travel.
the challenge? Well, I have knowledge of nature that I can use for natural things. Actually, I'm going to use knowledge investigation instead to check the area when we're traveling just to make sure that the rocks are sturdy and that we're not going to cause a rock slide or injure ourselves by going away that doesn't look very safe.
Okay.
Is that appropriate use of investigation?
Close enough.
Hup, hup. Cool. Cool. The dust is in my eyes.
Yeah, so you look over the rocks along the way, and you're like, "Ha, this is a safe way to go." And the party falls down the mountain, costing you guys several days of time.
Days? What the fuck? We fell down days worth.
Oh,
What have you done?
I can't believe you've done this.
Yes. Well, it takes time to get back on the right track as well. Okay,
this is.
so Tomwell.
I would like to wait. So, did you in nature or investigation? You did investigation.
That was investigation.
I too am good at investigating. Just want to clarify: the same character can't use the same skill multiple times, but different characters can use the same skill that someone else has already done, right?
Not usually.
No.
Oh, I could have sworn that's how it worked.
Must be proficient.
Well, I would prefer that you guys try to avoid that.
We just have a lot of overlap in our skill sets in this group. But I'll go with perception. I want to perceive, and I want to use my scent tracking to see if I can kind of follow the trail of maybe some other creatures that have moved through these passes to see if maybe I can keep good footing. I know what a safe way to travel is, following the animals that naturally live there.
All right, go ahead.
That's not bad.
Yeah. All right. It is hard to do so with the snow in the mountain. So it's not a failure, but not super helpful either. Okay.
It is not a great success.
Not a great success, but it is not a detriment. Shayna.
Okay. I have literally no skills with which to help us navigate the mountain, unless you would like me to lie to the mountain.
Perhaps we could persuade the mountain.
You could then persuade the mountain. I mean, I could make a regular old survival check using the map, but I don't have proficiency in survival. I have no proficiency in anything that's going to help us travel the mountain. So, would you like me to make a dexterity check or a wisdom check, effectively? I brought some block and tackle.
Give me a wisdom check.
That immovable rod, a wisdom check. I am trying to apply all of my sweet street smarts. Okay, it's a 6. However, I have inspiration, and I'm talking more to space out the clicks, to not get accursed. Alright, well, I've blown my inspiration. I just have zero idea how I can help the situation other than I threw money at this previously. I got nothing else.
Okay. Narrate for me how your lack of wisdom is not helpful to the party.
Okay, hold on. This is an average, slightly below average wisdom check. I point out the obvious and say, if there was a gap we had to cross, we could do it with this immovable rod, probably. But there isn't. We're just trying to stay on a trail. Here's a map. Y'all are as good as reading it as I am. I got nothing. If we make camp, I do more pull-ups.
Okay. Johnny.
You are all looking at this a little bit too practically. I think in order to find our way, what better thing to do than put our faith in the higher powers? I let out a prayer to Morthammer Duin, which is a dwarven god of wanderers, also known as the Finder of Trails, the Watcher over wanderers, and the Watchful Eye. And since these are mountains, these are his domain. And so I let out a little prayer to help us find our trail, to find our way as we wander through these mountains. Religion check.
Okay.
Is that cool, Oliver?
All right.
Oh. Here's my prayer, but I do not resist care.
All right. You guys continue at your average pace.
Good. This is just like Oregon Trail. We're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be so good at this.
All right, and Thane.
All right. Can I attempt to intimidate the mountain
No.
into revealing its secrets?
You start to antagonize the mountain, which raises our morale.
Actually, wait, yeah. I have, can I do a little performance for everyone to boost morale?
That's not a bad idea.
So that way we have the strength and the mental fortitude to keep going.
Discipline.
Determination.
Mental strength is important.
Okay.
I know it's a stretch, but I don't have a lot to work with.
Morale's pretty low, so why not?
Oh god, it's gonna...
Yeah, this has been a harrowing journey thus far.
Wow.
Okay. So, alright. The party is energized by... What is your performance?
I tell a lot of really good comedy that relates to the situation we're in. And there's a lot of mountain and snow puns involved.
Good.
And the groans. The groans give me the morale I need
Real bad humor coming out of you.
to keep going.
Alright. So, in this time, another 2 weeks pass, and you guys are getting pretty close to where you believe it is. So you guys didn't get terribly lost, at least not for too long.
Oh, thank God. We can read a map, everyone. Thank God.
I knew
After all this time.
And speak of the devil as of about 2 weeks ago, you guys come across 2 mountains that used to be joined by a bridge.
Used to be.
It's the Devil's Pass.
Indeed, this is the Brothers Pass. And look at that. Here your trail is, and it ends. Because there's no bridge between them.
So wait, so we're like under the crotch of one of these brothers, and
Yeah.
we need to get to the other side?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Here it comes. Here it comes. What do we got? We got this immovable rod. We got block and tackle. Like I said, like my dumb wisdom indicated, we would have a bridge to cross and no bridge.
yeah.
Yes, Silas.
I was just gonna say I can make 2 people fly.
Oh.
I'm not sure if I want to fly the way that Solus flies.
What do you mean?
I do not want to get picked up like I am a toddler by some unseen force and set down on the other side of the mountain.
I don't know what you're talking about. It is a little floaty though.
You're Woody from Toy Story, bro. Just dangling.
Wait, have we checked the bottom of Solus's shoes? That's his patron. It'll be written there.
Oh shit!
Oh wait, where did his shoes go?
I don't have shoes, I have hooves, fuck you.
Oh yeah, he's got no shoes.
It's so the patron could remain nameless. Shit!
Ah, everything's coming together.
So we've got this chasm.
Alright, well, if 2 of us can fly,
Yes.
then realistically, we
Three of
should...
us.
Yes, 3 of us can fly, then we should be able to attach to one point, anchor, make temporary bridge, attach to other point, anchor.
Yeah.
And then those of us who can't fly doodle our ways across the makeshift bridge.
Just Tarzan your way through that.
I mean, or hang precariously from a rope. Or no, wait to angle and pull you across. I have a fucking pole. It's right here.
And I mean, I could, if you get across, set up the rope, you could take turns grabbing the rope, and I could, you could jump off, and I could feather fall someone while they're holding onto the rope, so as they're descending, they can kind of pull themselves along until they hit the other side of the cliff, and then just make the rest of the way up.
You know, technically, 4 of us could fly, because I guarantee if I was flying, I could carry Tomwell.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we need to get Beck across. Can we cast Fly on Beck? If not, then we can use a system of pulleys to just get him across the gap.
I mean, I could just
I thought
make a new one.
Oh,
Oh.
What
Isn't
is
that
the...
a lot of time and money?
Don't think about it too hard, but in the class description, it's really easy to make a new steel defender, and it doesn't really explain why. Look, at the end of a long rest, you can create a new steel defender if you have your smith tools with you. Like, that's literally all it takes. Where do I get the materials? Who knows? Does it cost money? Nah. Don't ask questions.
Okay, well, goodbye,
Well, it
Beck.
costs 10 gold to fucking resummon your familiar, but a giant fucking mech thing? Okay, yeah.
Broken, but okay.
I'm real good at building things, friends.
Well, pretending you cared about Beck, we could just shimmy him over.
Oh, this is like Deck number 11 at least.
Damn.
Wait, so if you were in a jail cell with nothing but just your fucking tools, no.
I feel like you can make reasonable limitations.
All right.
Yeah.
What is the distance between these sections of the bridge, Oliver? What are we working with here?
You are looking at a good. Hold up. It's about 50 feet from end to end.
50 feet?
To jump. Okay. I simply run and dash and flapped a few times, and I'm over, proving that the 50 feet isn't much. And I take out the immovable rod, and I'm like, all right, who wants to be fastened? This bad boy.
Well, I believe I have my own way of getting over there.
Yeah, who can't get over there? It's a bad question.
Do we all have ways to get over there?
Over there now. I
Yeah.
jump.
Tomwell?
He's
Thane?
If someone makes it so I can fly, I can carry Tomwell.
I make myself and Thing fly.
I will carry Tomwell.
I will send Smelter over to the other side of the bridge.
You can only make one person fly at a time. It's concentration.
Oh, I was wondering, like, it doesn't give concentration to them, right?
No, it's from you.
It's
Yeah.
you. It's
So
you.
I'll concentrate on one, and then we'll ferry it that way. And then once one person, I'll recast it. I have 2 slots.
Okay. So
Wait a second, let me read how this spell works, because I just remember that I have access to levitate.
Oh, and we can get a rope on you.
Yeah. I'll just
Also,
pull
I
you
thought,
around.
and also, could I just like disassemble Beck and stuff his parts in the bag of holding?
You might as fucking well.
Might as well. Okay, whatever.
You have a button that just.
So lame, but okay.
Why not? Sure.
Otherwise, in a different situation. Here, you levitate. I'll tie this rope around your waist, and then I'll like pull you over.
Alright,
Perfect.
there you go. And so Thane, you got the fly spell cast on you, and you feel like Woody, just being.
Oh god, no! No, this isn't what I want.
Feel those digits wrapping around you.
No.
Yeah, you wouldn't really describe it as a hand. Perhaps as like a very, very thick tentacle just wrapped around you as like a snake.
Oh, and I'm just like this. My hands are just out holding Tomwell, whose hands are also out like this.
No, Tomwell's got his own way across.
Oh god.
No, just you.
Just me. Oh no.
Yeah, but you find you can direct it somewhat.
That way.
That's fucking funny.
Well.
What are these statues of? Do I know? Since the danger has passed and we're all across by now.
I'm not across yet.
Yeah, so
Wizard your way across.
I'm going to. I send Smelter over. I'm like
Alright.
filing my nails, and then I just benign transposition myself with Smelter. And then I have Smelter just fly back to us.
You also could have benign transferred B for a lull, and then I'd have been like, what?
Oh shit. Damn it. Next time.
I mean, it means nothing to me.
You do have to be willing, to be fair, but
Oh, okay.
we could have played with it.
That's true.
Alright, everyone's across.
I want to ask Waylon what these statue boys are. Waylon, do you know what these statue boys are?
Give me a history check.
Sure thing.
Can I assist with your history check?
Hell yeah.
+1.
If you have proficiency in history.
Oh, well,
Hmm.
not technically, but I do have +1 with my intelligence.
Nice.
So
18 to 24.
So the Brothers Pass. What? Just like, what about this are you trying to remember?
When it was made, who made it, its original purpose, if it had any, who these brothers are, the basics.
I want to know who them brothers are.
Yeah. So these tiefling bros were 18. They were generals of an Asmodean army way back in the day. You would say a good about 3,500 years ago, and they constructed this pass and these mega big statues of themselves to commemorate their having conquered this region and passing over the mountain, the spine of Ragnoth, into the west. And of course, eventually one betrayed the other and became the sole ruler, yada yada. The empire splintered out after he was then also betrayed.
Typical infernal tragedy stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, quite an ancient archetype.
Like, yeah. Whoa.
It's no wonder that the bridge is no longer exactly functional.
I would guess that's because Aleph no longer exists, or is thought to exist, and no one has to come this way anymore.
Yes, when I headed east after my time at the fortress, my mentor and we avoided the mountains altogether, so I never saw this bridge.
All right. Ooh. Come on, roll 20.
It is loading.
Tis loading.
Is Loading.
The game is loading. Here we go.
It is black screen again.
Oh, oh. Here we go. So, another week of hard travel passes, and so during this time, you guys have weathered a few enemies, a few denizens of these mountains. You have fought off kobolds. You have weathered the direwolves. You've snuck past some ice giants. And now, finally, you come to the peak that you guys were sent off to go to see and retrieve the Dreamweaver.
Oh, it's a face. Something like that.
It's crying.
And so, yeah, there it is. You see the sheer face of this mountain, flat, kind of like Mount Baldy. No, not Mount. What is it? Yosemite.
Yeah,
What's
Half
that one?
Dome.
Half Dome.
Or like
Yeah.
El Capitan. One of them rocks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the
Yeah.
big
Just a sheer face of the mountain with a face on it. Rather, it gives the impression of a face. One might say.
Not a face at all.
Definitely not a face.
Definitely not an actual face.
And seems that there were two waterfalls cascading out of perhaps cave entrances, but now frozen in kind of an icy, mournful mountain look. This is the Sad Mountain.
That's sad.
So, give me perception checks.
Sure.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh.
Sad.
You'll be surprised by this one. It's a 0.
Nice.
Goodness.
I'm getting bad rolls tonight.
Alright, well.
No one's good at this.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
Alright.
At least we got one.
We are all. Oh, I guess.
We just all rolled bad.
Yeah.
Good old
Okay.
Two Eyes Waylon with his two eyes that let him see things.
It's of average lighting out here. I can see.
Okay. Well, so it's very misty up here. You guys are super high. You're at the level of just where clouds are, just straight up. Near the highest peak on Ragnoth. And no one else sees this because it's misty, but just from your particular where you are standing, you get somehow like a tunnel of vision into one of these eye-like cave entrances, and you get a glimpse of a woman there.
In the cave?
Uh,
In one of these caves?
yes.
Which one? Where? I don't see any.
Before the mist covers it again.
Shit. Should have I was not fast enough, just as me. Friends, I believe I just saw a figure in one of those caverns up there.
Which one?
It's just a mist, dude.
Fucking flesh figure.
Oh, okay, Solus. Well, never mind then.
You mean you don't know?
There at Solus.
I mean, I can't see any. It's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Where did you see it?
It could have just been a shadow, but I believe I saw it there on the right.
On the right. I wouldn't want to burden all of you with this climb. Looking at this mountain, Oliver, how long do you think? Is this like a day trip? Like, what does this look? What's the distance? Like, I'm tempted to just tell my friends to like camp out. Well, now there's a grid, so clearly that's not an option. But in character, I'm tempted to just camp out. Have them camp out, and like I will ascend the mountain as the one who can fly and has an immovable rod.
You think that is? Let's see, from where you are. Yeah, it's about a day trip.
Okay. Well then. Shouldn't take too long then for me to dash the fuck through. Plant a tree with this magical tree planting tag I was given. So, I see plenty of fucking trees here, Elian.
Don't blame the map.
Those aren't special trees. He
Time to
needs
get back.
special trees.
I mean, is this? We're still a day out, though, right?
Yeah, I guess you can't be asked to fly over there.
We can at least continue traveling until nightfall.
I should at least warn her that she's gonna have company. So, all right. Well, yeah. Well, let's hike to the rock face, and then it should only be an hour or two to climb up, I think.
Well, as you guys discuss this, you feel another chill wind in the air, perhaps unnaturally cold as it eats straight through your winter clothing.
Does it eat through my armor of frost resistance?
How much frost resistance you got?
It's 5e resistance. It's just resistance.
You feel it.
Oh, that's not good.
Cool. I was about to down a potion of cold resistance, but
Oh man, we have those.
I bought one for Thane and me.
Yep. The blue flavored.
Blue flavored.
It is blue flavored.
Nice. All right, climbing a rock face.
I will scout. I don't like this cold.
All right.
I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna fly over to this bridge piece.
Yes.
What do my elf eyes see?
Let's sit on this bench.
Smelter, come here.
So,
Like some tusks.
Yeah.
yes, it's misty, but you think that there's another chasm situation going on here. But as you guys move along, so I'll just get in here. So here is ice, and that is difficult terrain. Actually, is there a level above difficult, like slidey terrain?
No.
Okay.
Whatever you want to invent.
Yeah, your discretion.
Okay, difficult it is, with the penalty that you may fall flat on your ass.
Dexterity check.
If you move your full speed, you
rude.
can't stop.
Oh, hey.
yeah, you may just keep on going. As well, the tops of these are a good 30 feet high, 40 feet high above you.
Okay.
So 30 feet over here, and then ascending up to 40 feet.
Well, I guess I'll take the high ground then. I'm gonna look back at what everyone else is doing hundreds of feet behind me.
I wave.
I'll nod.
Solus is making snow angels with his feet, sitting on the log.
Okay.
Getting real close to the ice, and I kind of want to look into it. I want to enjoy the view. Is there anything dark and disturbing lurking in this ice? I don't know. I'm just
Yes.
looking.
Frozen fishies?
Yes, there is, actually.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted to find.
So, you look into the ice.
I found the trigger for the encounter, guys.
It's you that finds the thing.
I'm
Thane-
very good at this.
Thane's great at pulling aggro.
Oh, that's their job.
Yeah,
Right.
Good tank.
I'm a great tank. What happens, Oliver?
So,
Dane, what did you do? I just
I
turned around.
just wanted to see some frozen fish.
Of course you did.
so you look into the ice, and a face looks back.
Oh, good.
Good gravy.
I have to, like, zoom in. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
Ooh, I love it. Oh, I love undead things with antlers. Honestly, my
Same.
favorite.
Roll initiative.
Is that-
Super ready.
Is that supposed to be a Wendy?
Oh, I wasn't ready. Why am I getting such bad rolls?
Undead Leshen. Oh, when
Or a Wendy.
It is a Wendy. But
A Wendy.
when does Wendy go?
ha 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 ha.
See, it's jokes like that kept the morale up this whole time.
Getting a clear picture of our journey. Several extra days of that, too.
Hmm.
There's like a Wendigo in Legend of Dragoon, and I'm about to look up the music for it.
Oh. Dude, Legend of the Dragoon, such a good show.
I know, right? Sometimes I remember that it's a thing, and then I'm like, holy shit, that was a fucking game.
I think we have a copy here in the office.
It was real good, but I wish the combat system was more than just a rhythm game.
I kind of think the combat system is one of the only things that holds up about it.
Really?
That story sure don't hold up.
No, the story's bad. The writing's bad. The translation's bad. The character's bad. The aesthetic is great. Yeah.
Didn't we have this whole conversation when we were at that game store in Little Tokyo Late?
Oh, probably. Definitely.
Oh, Legend
If I
of Dragoon.
saw it ever, I would have been like, fuck, this was a game.
Yep. Because we were talking about Golden Sun.
Oh, fuck, that was a game. Oh, such a good game. That also has
Golden
good
Sun kicked ass.
What is this thing doing?
Alright, so are you guys done yet? Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're waiting on your go.
alright. So it is going to start attacking you, Thane.
No, don't.
Oh no. Oh dear.
All I did was look at your pretty pristine ice. That's not a crime. AC is 18. Just to remind you.
Alright. So it pops out of the snow and quickly does a bite and 2 claw attacks, one of which hit.
Right.
The bite hits.
Hit me with that hot
specifically.
damage.
That hot damage is coming at you.
Or cold damage.
Actually, piercing damage.
Oh. I'm being pierced.
And then necrotic damage.
Oh no! Not that!
This is a bop.
Planet.
I think I'll do this to me all
I
the
do
way.
remember this.
I get to add necrotic damage.
That's a lot of necrotic. Is that applied to every attack? Question mark?
Vulnerable to necrotic damage?
I don't know.
I don't think you are.
No?
Alright, Solus.
Does Thane make any noise or like anything when this thing attacks? I'm gonna
God!
attack it.
I found a weird dog!
Is that really what you say as you're taking necrotic damage?
No,
Oh
it's
my
before I
god.
take necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. I imagine Solus is just here making snow angels with his feet, and he's like, "Hey Tomwell, check this out," and he just hears that, and then or whatever this undead, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" His hand, pistol style.
And I say, will you tell baby to quiet down?
Yeah, as I'm like shooting off two Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, you see a creature tall and gaunt to the point of emaciation, its desiccated skin pulled tightly over its bones. With its bones pushing out of its skin, its complexion, the ash gray of death, the eyes pushed back deep into their sockets. It skulks the northern forests and mountains. And those hit.
Hell yeah.
26 force damage.
Alright.
That's it.
Hello.
That's me next. All right. Sorry, let me pull the ruler out because the grid is kind of funky here. All right. This creature. Now, sorry. One more quick clarification. Did it bust out of ice, or was this liquid water, or what?
Ice.
And it just busted out.
We busted out.
Busted. Okay.
It's just busting.
Don't start this.
Busting makes me feel good.
Big map. Let me zoom out a little bit. Get my. This seems like a safe move. That's great. I am going to move up and shoost. Shoost from very far.
Mm-hmm. Shoot with your special gun.
Both hit.
$23 damage. And get in there, Beck.
Beep boop.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Beck dash.
Oh, he's gonna slide.
It's fine. He's a robot.
Oh wait, make him wrecking ball slide into it.
Hockey puck Beck.
Mew! Boop.
Okay.
Does Beck have to acrobatics?
Yes, Beck has to acrobatics.
Oh crap, did I not pull up his character sheet? Hold up. There he is. What you got, bud? Your dex is alright. It's not. Mew!
Alright, well, it just keeps on going that way till it.
Keeps on going. Bye, Beck.
till it ends in the snow. Alright.
Makes sense.
That's it for me.
I will attempt to strike Wendy. I will attempt to strike Wendy again.
That one hits.
All right. I am going to smite Wendy with that attack. Because it is undead. Yes? Yes?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I need to know for the smite.
Yes. It works.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'll expend a second level slot, and it'll do 48 damage. That's good. Yes.
Alright.
Nice.
Then, at the end of your turn, let's see, it will.
Oh, hold on. I'm not done. I'm going to bonus action Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright. So,
And that's my turn.
at the end of your turn, it leaps over you, does not provoke attack of opportunities.
What?
Wow. What a legendary action.
God damn it, that's my thing!
It's really far now. This was unfortunate.
And then, Tamil, Waylon, Smelter, and Thane each make a wisdom saving throw as it lets out a hideous roar.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. And then Smelter. Ho ho!
Wait, what kind of effect is this?
This is psychic.
A psychic effect.
Yes. So, Waylon and Smelter, you are unaffected.
Hell yeah.
However, Tummel and Thane, you take 13 psychic damage and you are stunned.
Whoa.
Ooh, stunned. That's not good.
Yikes.
How many rounds?
You're stunned for. Ooh, that's 6 rounds.
What the
however,
fuck?
Jesus!
You may repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your
Okay.
turns.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, that sounds very un-5e.
What is this, Pathfinder?
Waylon, your move.
Oh, things just got bad.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, firstly, this changes things. Okay. I'm going to move away from this creature. I'm going to... I need 2 solid muscles. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I am going to cast... I'm going to cast Web, which Waylon calls Polygon Mesh. And he's going to... Why can't I draw? Is it roll 20 or is it... Oh, there we go. 20 feet. And Waylon has... I don't roll anything, but the creature that starts its turn or enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. Also bring Smelter with me as well. On this side of me. So yeah, I conjure up a bunch of crystals that calcify around this creature, attempting to restrain it.
All right. Shayna.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to be a little clever here, Oliver. Stop me if it's too clever. What exactly happens when I fail an acrobatics check on ice?
You will continue moving in the velocity and direction that you're going, and then you will end your turn prone unless you have 4 legs, in which case you're always prone. In a way.
Okay. So I will be prone. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to be real clever in a hot second. Okay, yeah. I'm going to, as I'm running, not dashing, but running very fast, I cast Armor of Agathis on myself. And I get 40 feet, and I stop on this ice, and I fail my acrobatics check, and I skid. So from that velocity, I would like to attempt to skid over as close to it as I can. I guess if I hit that, I hit there. Let's see how I can do this. I was right there, right? I'd have to hit like this. Or I'd have to make a second acrobatics check and actually make it. No. Yeah, okay. I'll try for landfall over here then. Oops. Give me my selector back.
I'll allow this.
Close enough. Close enough. Is that too clever?
That's pretty
or
good.
Just clever enough? Alright.
I'll allow this. That's clever.
Alright, sweet. So I've got my armor up. And I am prone. And I have a bonus action and nothing to use it with. Yeah, so that's my turn.
Nice.
At the beginning of its turn, it will use a layer action. Let's see.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I love layer actions.
Oh, we're in its lair, are we?
Not what I meant.
Wait, at the beginning of its turn, it rolls a dex save to see if it's restrained or not.
Oh, hey, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's aware.
The mesh settles upon it, and it seems to be restrained.
Okay, so basically that doesn't stop it from taking actions. It just can't. Its speed becomes 0.
And we have advantage, right?
Yeah, you have advantage against it, and it has disadvantage. And it has disadvantage on also dexterity saving throws.
So Shayna and Thane, you both make dex saves.
Do I have disadvantage on that while prone, or?
Yes.
I'm also stunned.
Okay.
I don't know what
Actually,
that happens.
I forget what stunned does exactly.
Incapacitated. Can't
Okay.
move. Can't speak.
So I don't.
All right. So you
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah, you automatically fail dex saving throws.
Wondrous.
Well, that's a 4 for sure. Yep.
All right.
Shit, and I didn't even stop 10 feet from you. Fuck, I should have tried to stop 10 feet from you.
Shit.
God
Oh.
damn it.
What is
Bowling,
that? What is
bowling for
that?
buffs.
Oh wait, I need.
That's ominous.
Okay. So it turns around and unleashes an unearthly scream. This time buffeted with the wind, and you guys take 18 piercing damage and are pushed back.
The 666!
God damn.
Oh man, I
Holy
got fucking
shit.
hockey pucks.
So you guys are pushed back 10 feet, and since you're on the ice, you get pushed back another 10 feet until you reach snow.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to wait till the end of the session to tell you how much I love this slippery ice
This
mechanic.
fucking ice is great.
Okay.
Good stuff.
So Thane, you end up over here.
I didn't want to be over here.
Just don't look at the ice, just don't look at the ice, just don't look at the ice.
Okay, let me check what Web does to see the rest of its turn.
Oh, restrained. You just have disadvantage. So you can't move. You have 0 speed. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls have against it have advantage, and it has disadvantage on its attack rolls, and it also has disadvantage on all dex saving throws.
Okay. It is gonna try and break out of this.
That's a strength check, sir.
It is a 16.
Yeah. That'll do it.
I mean, I think that broke my armor too. Damn.
It breaks out of
What
this.
a waste.
But that's its whole action.
Does it still get a move action?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, it still has movement, and if he uses action to.
Yeah.
And it moves 40 feet over here to you, Solace.
Okay.
Hell,
At least it was CC'd long enough to not attack.
Solace. Speaking of.
it swings at me.
No. No, it had to use its action to move, to break.
Oh, okay, right. It's my turn. Hello, sir. I'm going to use my action to cast Fly. And I'm going to fly out of here taking the attack of opportunity. But I'm going to use my feature, Anthropic Ward. So he'll get disadvantage on that attack of opportunity.
Okay, let's see. So that's a nat 20. And that is a 17.
Oof. Alright, so...
It's pretty strong.
Alright, so that does hit. So now I have to make a con. Depending on the damage.
7 damage from its claw attack.
So 10 to keep my spell.
Oh!
God.
As I just began to float, not even 5 feet, just
Just
Drop that
smacks you down.
Wait, what? So what attacks does the necrotic damage apply, Oliver?
The bite.
Oh, okay.
it's 7 necrotic.
No, this is 7 slashing damage.
Yeah, you got hit by the claw, not the teeth.
Yeah, the bite attack's the bad one.
I'm trying to see. Does Entropic Ward use bonus? I should know this. Because I want to use my Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Well, you've already cast Fly this turn.
yeah, that's a good point. Alright, so I'm just
So unless
use my action.
unless that's become a
Run.
a
I
cantrip.
guess I still have movement, right?
Yeah, I guess.
He probably doesn't have another opportunity attack, so or I'm listening to himself.
Probably.
Either way,
Book it.
I'm moving 30 feet away.
You keep running farther from me. You all are making it very difficult.
Run towards your two friends.
Okay. Tom,
No,
I can't say that. I'm stuck.
I would think Solus would go over here.
Okay. Tomwell, you are stunned. Make a wisdom save.
Is this my action to retry the save, or do I just get to do it on my turn?
That is at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Meh.
That's bumkiss.
Thane.
Beck it over here.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
25,
hurry back.
30,
Run
35,
to your
40,
boy.
45, 50, 55, 60,
Ribbit.
65, 70, 75, 80. Almost there. Wait, let's go. 70, 65.
Yeah.
Backing up. All right, 70, 75. There we go.
Okay.
Actually, the smart reviews right there. That is the smart place for him to be.
And Thane. That's 7. All right.
Yep.
Waylon.
Can I roll an intelligence check to try to know what this is?
Yes.
What should I roll?
Give me Arcana. 15. You've heard of this. It is a Wendigo. There you go, Tyler. You're finally facing a Wendigo.
Wendigo can go fuck itself.
A large undead creature, immune to cold and poison, and also being undead. Immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, poison again.
How does a creature like this come to be undead?
You've heard such a thing is created whenever a humanoid resorts to cannibalism. Such an unholy act seemingly creates these creatures just by proximity.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet this way. Come now, Smelter. Keep it on the ropes as I cast web again.
And that is a dex save.
That's Dex, yeah, but it's gonna be a Dex at the beginning of its turn. Not that it matters, I guess you could do it right now.
Okay. So that is a 17.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll do it. My crystals aren't strong enough.
will be someday.
Some maybe.
17 is achievable.
Okay.
Oops.
At the end of your turn, it's just gonna attack Tomwell.
Spec is adjacent to me. I'm going to have it use its reaction to give the Wendigo disadvantage
Nice.
on its bite attack, which I think just turns into a regular attack because I'm stunned still.
Yes.
Yikes.
It's not a crit.
It's not a crit. And that's what matters.
Alright, you take 12 piercing damage. And 9 necrotic.
Ouchies.
Shayna.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
gonna
yes.
half my movement speed to get up, and I'm gonna dash, so I have 60 feet left. Hang on, actually, let me just make a straight shot of 60 from here. I can get next to Beck. Oh, do I want that? Yeah, I do. I pull out my shield. I fly to Beck. And I put my curse as a bonus action on it. So now he's nice and sparkly. It's a sparkly Wendigo.
Nice.
Yep, that is my turn. That's all the actions.
What does your curse do again?
It increases my crit range, and it lets me have my proficiency to damage that I deal with my packed weapon.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You get it at level 1.
You sure do. It's a pretty fucking hardcore dip if you want it to be.
Interesting.
Charisma to damage and Hexblade Curse, level 1 level dip, all you need.
It's my martial class.
Oh, hey, it's the beginning of this guy's turn.
Would you allow me to have drawn a packed weapon at some point during that turn, Oliver, or are we still making it part of the attack action? Or a standard action?
What's the usual thing of summoning a packed weapon?
It's a standard action, but we've been also playing it that like a regular weapon, you can just draw it for free as part of an attack.
Sure.
Wait, can't you just keep your weapon, like, for, like, summoned indefinitely? Do you have to resummon it at the beginning of every fight?
Yeah, but I didn't have it out.
Oh.
I mean, I'm either like whipping it out as part of an attack. I ask because it may move through my range right now, but
Yeah, it's more stylish if you summon it when you attack, honestly.
yeah. And I've been really running my action economy dry, so I'll just say I just have my shield.
Okay, so everyone here is within 30 feet. So,
Oh god, this again.
all y'all make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn
Don't
it.
do it, it's a trap.
If we're already
No.
stunned, do we still have to make a save?
This is a different effect.
It's
Oh,
for
okay.
wisdom, not dexterity.
That's
Uh,
13.
Alright, 13 is the DC.
Hey! Hey!
Oliver, you already rolled his dexterity save for this turn?
Yeah. So the action he took at the end of your turn isn't like a turn. That's just a thing he does at the end of one of your guys' turns.
I see. Okay.
I rolled
One of them
110.
legendary boys.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, Johnny. Solus.
Well, alright, so it lets out an eerie screech.
Oh, this again.
And the rest of you, the adrenaline is pumping and it doesn't seem to affect you, but Solus, you are frightened.
Frightened.
Yes, so you, I believe frightened is you have to run away during your turn.
We can't willingly move closer. Disadvantage attack. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you specifically have to run away. You just can't get any
move.
closer.
Yes.
It's not quite as hardcore as in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So you may repeat the DC 13 save at the end of your turn. And it lasts 2 rounds. And it's going to attack.
What the fuck?
So,
If it attacks me more than once, I'm shielding.
it's attacking you.
More than once?
Yes.
I'm shielding. So my AC is 22.
Alright. It's 12 plus. Okay, you shield the bite attack. You block a claw. And the second claw.
Hell yeah.
It beats down on you, but to no avail. Your father's training has prepared you well for this circumstance.
Hell yeah.
Solus.
That single attack it made against me earlier that I used back to deflect, was that like an off-turn attack?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, some kind of legendary action or lair action. It's getting a lot of actions, which is fun.
It's outnumbered.
Yeah, it should have a lot of actions.
Solus.
I'm frightened. So Solus is like, it can't.
Okay,
It can't see. It can't attack me.
it would
it
move
can't
out of
see
the
me.
crystals.
And he casts Phantasmal Force. And he's doing Phantasmal Force onto this thing, a bucket on its head.
Good old Skyrim tactic.
Okay.
So I create the illusion of blocked sight. So he'll make an intelligence saving throw first off. Get-go.
Okay, that's an 8.
An 8? Yeah. So to him, he's got a bucket on his head, and he can't see anything.
Wow.
Okay.
Sick.
Okay.
Excellent use of magic, lad.
Okay, Tomwell.
I'm stunned.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Thane.
Beck be
Yeah,
in
back.
front of me.
Your move.
There we go.
Oh, Thane, you got out of it.
All right, that's the end of my turn, though.
Waylon.
You did it, Dane.
Thank God, I finally remembered to add the +3 from my own fucking aura!
Slide on the ice! Slide on the ice, damn it! Get over here!
You have to sled on your shield. It's
Yes.
the rule.
Shield surf.
It will fuck upon me if I get near it, though.
No, but you want that.
Yeah, I mean-
Look at this trajectory.
I mean, realistically speaking, I would have to go like this way to get to it, and
No, go this way. Slide this way.
I cannot. I will continue to slide
You
into
hit here. You would hit here. You stop at this snowbank.
and then what?
You don't keep. You stop at the snowbank. You don't keep going off the map.
Yeah. You only
That's
slide
what
on
I
the
did.
ice.
That's exactly what I did. And
Okay.
then you use half your movement to get up.
I'm going to create a bonfire. I want to see. I want to move it. There we go. Bonfire created right here. Dexterity saving throw. I want to see if this does any extra damage, or it looks like fire particularly interests me.
Ooh, not one.
Yeah.
And oh, look at that. It really doesn't like fire.
Nice. I do 10 fire damage.
It seems that 10 was twice as effective. All right.
Everyone can see. I don't need to fucking explain what's going on. Everyone can see fire hurts this thing.
Nice. Okay.
Someone might have to spell it out for Thane.
I will move here though. Just a light jog, Smelter. Come on. Just fucking running around this.
All right.
Wait, have I already done something at the end of you guys' turns this round?
I
don't think so.
Think so?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
At the end of Waylon's turn, it's gonna try and smack you, Shayna.
It can try. My AC is still 22.
15 plus 7 is 22.
Oh, damn. Well, so much for that.
And you take 14 slashing damage.
She
Okay.
got this.
We're fine. I mean, it chewed through my 10th HP immediately before I even got in range, but the rest is fine. Alright, it's got my curse on it. I'm going to cast Branding Smite. As I pull out a long sword with extra pizzazz. It's extra glowing. And I will attack it. I will make my first attack first. This is a +8, right? I'm making sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, it is a +8. Does a 21 hit?
That hits.
Okay, it is not a crit. The damage is going to be
Someone change in there, but we don't have any.
3d6.
I'll change it.
So this much radiant damage.
Okay.
Hang on, not done. 1d8 plus 5 for the longsword damage. So 11 slashing damage, 12 radiant damage. Nope, just kidding. Plus 3 on that. That's 14. I know I'm forgetting something. That's 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
Magic in the case of overcoming any resistance. And then I have my second attack. The Thirsting Blade does an 18 hit.
Yes.
Great. I will do that again, but correctly this time. So that's additional slashing magic damage. And I have my full amount of movement left, and it can't take an attack of opportunity on me. So I move about yay here.
Well, before you move, just
Okay.
tell me, how do you do this?
What? Oh, how do I do it?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that killed it. Well, Branding Smite goes off, and there's this giant flash, and it's marked with so much more diamond dust than normal. It's ridiculous. It starts to, explode with these little points of light, and then I just, tap it with a stab in the heart, and it just pops.
Now,
And I heal 9 damage.
And as it does so, make a charisma save for me, please.
Like a what save? Wisdom save?
Charisma.
Charisma save?
Oh, you're so good at those.
so good at those. Please be good. It's 10. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, indeed.
I wasn't expecting this.
As you finish your flourish, it shatters your body into a flurry of icicles onto the ground, but its dark essence moves
Oh shit.
through you, into you.
What do I do?
You feel like you feel cold, bone-chilling cold and hungry for a moment, and then back to normal cold.
I don't like that.
Are we aware that something happened to Shanna, or is it
Where?
Everyone good?
No.
Quite the finisher there, Shauna.
That wasn't good. Something happened.
Oh.
Oh. I don't feel so hot.
Detect magic on Shauna.
I shake off this stun? Like, I knew we had him.
Hold on there, Shauna. I'm going to search your aura for a moment.
Sure.
Align those chakras, Waylon.
Different. Detecting.
10 minutes go by.
Alright. Oh, I can't play.
Oh.
Magical detection.
I'm trying to look this up. Does detect magic detect curses?
Oh, I knew it. It's a curse.
Detect.
Some
What a terrible night to have a curse.
Is there a detect curse?
No.
I don't think Thane is high enough level to actually have remove curse. Let me check.
So it matters.
Okay, yeah, it is level 3. I don't think they have level 3 spells yet, folks.
For sure not.
I think they do. I think that's like at level 8 or some shit.
Yeah, it's the same progression. It's the same progression as me, and I don't get those for a hot minute.
I feel like curses are more in the divine realm of magic.
Yeah.
Depending on the kind of curse, I suppose. But this is undead stuff, so I don't know. It could be either.
Thane would have something in levels.
I would say no. If you can't detect lycanthropy with this, then you wouldn't detect this.
Oh no, Shen is a werewolf.
Fuck. We can't play with a werewolf in the party.
A werewolf half dragon.
Oh no, are we all gonna become fucking I don't want to be a vampire all over.
I cannot wait for Waylon to be a vampire.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
if it happens, it happens. But
Wait, Waylon, just wait. What was that thing? What was this boy that I just popped?
oh, a Wendigo.
What does it do?
It's an infamous type of undead. They spawn from the corpses of those who have died after eating the flesh of their own kind.
Anything about the curse moving, continuing?
Anything, Oliver, that I would know?
Give me another Arcana check.
You drive a hard bargain, but I'll do it.
23. You have actually heard of the Wendigo's curse.
Ugh.
That whosoever is afflicted will develop a taste, nay, a compulsion to eat the flesh of their own kind.
You're gonna have to start locking me in the basement every night.
Oh my god. Do I know any, before I say any of this, do I know of any cure to the Wendigo's curse?
Powerful restorative magics. Remove curse.
Yeah, we don't have that yet for a long time. This is gonna be a deal.
Now, Oliver, as someone who knows a thing or two about living with a curse, do I know of any way to, if not cure it, maybe suppress it or delay the onset? Maybe something alchemical that I could concoct?
Yeah. Give me an alchemy check to see if this is possible.
Yeah, let me at least drop this info on Shanna.
Oh, sorry, we're doing a lot of rolling. I forgot that you haven't actually spoken up yet.
The second you say it, I laugh and say you're gonna have to keep me locked up in the basement every night.
Yes, it seems that the Wendigo's curse may give you a somewhat of an allocation towards flesh.
Finishing all the vegetables. Wait, this probably all in a few weeks.
As for a cure, any strong magics, divine or arcanum, that is capable of stripping curses away.
I just need a cleric, I need a priest, I need any old temple, really.
We are so far from any of that.
From any old temple.
Yes, the transcendent services aren't exactly common out here.
Okay. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I'll make a larger dinner tonight than usual.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing, Phil.
Yeah. They die in 3 days. Oh shit.
No, but eventually, should the victim of the curse succeed in consuming the flesh of their own, they turn into a Wendigo.
Yeah. Wow. Maka would be so really proud.
No, Shanna would outright say, my big sis would think this is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
We run across Maka. He's like, I'm a Wendigo. I'm turning into a Wendigo. And Maka's like, oh, congratulations.
God tackles her like, oh my god, you'll never believe it. I'm turning into a Wendigo.
Yeah.
Cool.
All the mushroom dishes that you would be taught.
All right, so Tyler.
That's me.
With a 28, you think
Expertise is cool.
that's pretty good. That is pretty good. You think that you could tinker you can tinker an ointment or some sort of special I wouldn't call it a spice. Kind of like how when you want to give your dog a pill, you put it in their food and like wrap it in meat. So like you can make such a thing. Yeah, so you can make a medicine that would delay its effects.
With locally sourced ingredients, with stuff that's available to us.
Yes, or perhaps yeah, potentially locally sourced ingredients.
So we gotta try to find stuff to make it, and then we gotta try to make it, and we buy ourselves a little time.
Right.
All right. Well, Luke is out for the night because his office lost power.
Yeah.
You want to call it now that we're post combat?
All right.
I have an idea.
All right. Unless you guys have any last things.
I'm ready to call it, but for my idea, which you can sort out what you want to do about it between sessions, I might plant this tree and see if I can put the word out through the fucking chain and get someone out here now that there's a tree. Ellen, do you want to remove the curse on me?
Actually, this ties back into the thing I need to talk to Oliver about way back from the beginning of the session, but I might have a way to potentially maybe call in some help. Maybe. I only showed you one sending stone, but the location of the second one is sort of like a Schrodinger sending stone situation.
I see. If there was a good way to SOS a cleric of Desna when you're out on the road, that would be super cool.
Hey, guess who worships Desna?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Guess who is an aspect of Desna that you worship?
Yeah, I guess.
Fine.
Guess who you guys are trying to find in the first place.
What?
Anyways.
What did you say?
Some DM mystery.
Who are you trying to find in the first place?
Is Luke gonna have to fucking call 911 to get let out of a fucking office building?
I'm worried about that.
You can't get out?
The locks are electric apparently, so he can't get out of his office.
It is Shadowrun. No. All we need to get is we just need to get Shanna some something to chew on, maybe bamboo.
For months? Literally, it'll be months before we can get. Even if we went straight back now, it would be a month until we hit civilization. So we have to call in help. We have to do something. So those were my ideas. We're not gonna survive on fucking food casing for me. This is going to escalate.
Hopefully we can get the word out and then buy enough time before anything bad happens for the help to
Even
arrive.
if it's back a few days, alright, such as travel. I guess we should have accounted for this.
I could. Well. Can we roleplay something real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like if Shauna, I mean, obviously Shauna's made this vocal, like she's like, this is a very concerning, this is a very life-threatening thing.
I feel that I will not last on the order of weeks.
And so, I think Solus comes up to you and says, if you need to get a message out, it's kind of a long shot, but I could send Baby to mimic a message.
How long would it take?
Don't familiars have a range
That's
they
only
can be from you?
That's only telepathic, I believe.
Yeah, they just need to be on the same plane.
Oh, sick.
You can copy speech, but I mean, I can only really hope he hits somewhere, or it might be longer actually. Maybe this won't work.
As for weird ass raven flies, I still imagine it would take a week or so to get all the way back to the Lethalil. For someone who know Baby and take the message seriously.
Yeah, we didn't.
But you could also write messages.
What was that?
Writing messages and putting them on ravens is a known way of.
Yeah, I
mail.
don't think that would take too long. Unless we had a way to speed up Baby.
I would say, if we don't come up with something better, I think Solus would just do it anyway.
We might have something better. Let me just settle this with Oliver real quick because it's super relevant for this particular instance. Oliver, are there bluebells in Erelastiel that I would know how to get in contact with?
Ooh. What's the knowledge level for 5e?
There really isn't one.
Yeah, intelligence check.
You just decide, probably intelligence, and it's up to you whether I have a proficiency or not.
Okay.
Or advantage or whatever.
Give me intelligence with proficiency.
Please be good. Hey, that's great.
Yes, you would know how to find others of your kind in Erelastiel.
Cool, because I definitely wanted to find a bluebell courier that would take my sending stone back to Morgan in Toiva. Because I didn't leave any way to communicate with her.
Would it be in the...
You could just use a regular courier.
We've traveled like over a month since we were in Erelastiel, so it'd probably be there by now.
Would be there around them.
Yeah. I hope this doesn't come off as reactionary to the situation, but this has been on my mind since like last week.
You also said it at the beginning of the session, and you're like, we can solve this later. Also, like, maybe that speeds things up, because I was just going to contact Percy and say, hey, can you get a message down the parent tree and tell Elian his tree is ready and I would like him to come through it? Like now. And if it helps, maybe Morgan can say the same thing to the parent tree by asking for an audience with the Lord Boffin parent.
Oh man, I was gonna ask her if she could just get the quickest method of transport to the spine of Ragnoth the bluebells have. Just whatever resources she can pull, just get someone on the way with like a priest or some potions of cure curse or whatever.
if you tell Shanna that you can have help coming, Shanna's like, is it faster than teleporting to right here?
Man, I don't want to lean on really powerful NPCs again.
But all of it leaves me no choice. Like, unless there's some way we can really reliably stave this off for months.
And
Or if we want to hike back ourselves, which will take weeks.
I will say this. The person whom you're trying to meet is the Dreamweaver.
Don't know what that means.
Is a person who was created by Desna herself.
Oh, wow. I don't know that, but it will sure be a great Deus Ex Machina when I get... Either way, I'm going to her immediately to plant this, which I assume will be my lifeline. I guess I'll find out.
well,
Things are going to work out in another special way.
Yeah, so Elion would have told you the gist of what she's about. So she's an ancient spirit that they created, that they housed within a mechanical body.
Okay, mechanical body, exciting, but I guess the Wendigo curse isn't even really a threat then.
Well,
we're gonna find out.
We'll see.
I will make this trek into the mountains alone, I say boldly, and then my stomach growls very loud, and I'm like, on second thought, I will probably double back because of the curse, so...
Alright.
What I'm saying is you don't have to rely on your parents, necessarily.
Well, I would love not to. Let me be clear. I would love not to, ever again. But if it's going to be that or make my character dying, I'm not going to let my character die.
Alright. Solve this in the next episode?
It sounds like we have a solve.
Yeah.
Alright, so... as the battle settles down, you focus on your strangely hungry stomach now, Shayna, as the wind howls in these very high mountains, and now you guys all see a glimpse of a blue tiefling at the eye, one of the eyes of this mountain that definitely doesn't have a face.
Oh. That's not a girl at all. That's not a mechanical girl at all. I flipped the nearest table.
Waylon, quick, conjure a table.
Conjure a table.
I conjure a table.
I conjure a table.
That's so good.
And we'll end the session there.